Hey everybody, welcome back. If you're a part of the family, if you are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Today we're going to talk about something that I have been dreading to talk about for a long time, but I have to because I think it's very informative and it's super important. And I'm going to hold myself accountable to what I'm saying today, I promise, because yeah. Anyways, we're going to be talking about today about expiration dates on our makeup and on our beauty products, okay? This is something that I feel like I've been ignoring for a while just because, yeah, I have a lot of makeup and I have a lot of skincare items, and yes, I feel like I pay, for some of these items, I pay a lot of money for them because I feel like the quality is there. And I even try not to use them as often because I'm like, okay, I'm going to use this foundation or I'm going to use this mascara for like special occasions. But in all honesty, I should be using them all the time because they have an expiration date, okay? If you didn't know this, makeup absolutely has an expiration date, all right? And the reason for that is because if you use them past their expiration date, you are putting yourself in a situation where you can get an infection. And the reason why is because these products can actually grow bacteria that are disgusting. Bacteria like E. coli, like staph, things that like you see like in bathrooms, okay? You could be putting on your face, on your mouth, possibly inside your mouth, so ingesting all these bacteria and nastiness. So I think this is super important to talk about, and if you didn't know, now you know. So I'm going to start off with the following, mentioning this. Many of the beauty products, if you look at the bottom, okay, like for example, this is a translucent powder that I use. If you look at the back, you'll see a little symbol that has like a little, it looks like a little container with the lid open, and it has like a number and then an M. That is actually the expiration date on that product. So for example, in this loose setting powder, I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, I'm gonna zoom in. Right there, it says 12M, which means that this is good for 12 months. This is a setting powder, okay? And that means not when you purchase it, that means that when you actually open it and start using it, you have 12 months to use it. After those 12 months, bacteria and yucky stuff could be growing and you could be putting that on your face. I know that this is kind of hard because, like I said, if you're a girl like me that has a lot of makeup, it could be overwhelming because you might be just throwing things out left and right. And this is just literally going to push me to actually A, not have too many of one product, and B, actually try to use it up. So for example, if I have this setting powder, I have 12 months to use it, and there is quite a bit of setting powder in here. So that means that this should only be my only setting powder for like the whole year, right? And then change it when it's expired, and there I can use a new one. So it's just a reality check for me to not buy as much lipsticks, to not buy as much mascaras, but actually use the ones that I have. Pick them wisely, pick the ones that I know I'm going to use, and use them yes, for their expiration until they're expired, just for the period that they're valid. You know what I'm saying? Also, yeah, this even just tells me to not spend a lot of money on an actual product unless it's something that you know you're going to use year round and something that is worth the price for you because you use this product a lot, then you could do it. But for example, eyeliners, I don't use eyeliners all the time, so I honestly will not be spending a lot of money on a highlighter, on an eyeliner. Like I probably would not buy a high-end one if I can buy it at a drugstore, because I know after a certain amount of time I'm going to throw it out, unless it's only one eyeliner and that's the only one I use throughout the year. So anyways, that was the intro, enough talk. Let's get to it. I have my little cheat sheet here that's gonna let me know about the expiration date on them. And we're gonna start off with mascara. I love mascara. Yes, this is a Tarteist mascara. I got this in a BoxyCharm. This is worth $24. I don't know if I would ever spend that much money on a mascara because yes, the expiration date on the mascara is actually 3 months. So after 3 months, you should totally be throwing this away. And not just that, like doing this to the mascara is not good, because you're apparently that does not help. It gets more air into it and hence more bacteria growth. They're saying to like, they recommend you just kind of like swirling around and then applying it. And also you're putting this in your eye, so can you imagine putting it in your eye and having like bacteria on it? Oh my word, you could totally get an eye infection. So mascara is 3 months. So what I do is I just use a drugstore one, and honestly the one that I use is a Voluminous Lash Paradise, and this one doesn't last more than 2 months, just because I honestly use it every single day. It costs I think like $9, but for that reason, this one I've had for like 2 months and I'm not using it quite often, so I think I might declutter it or throw it out in a few weeks if I just don't use it. All right, next on the item on the list is liquid liners. Okay, so I have 2 liquid liners here. This one's from Maybelline. It's a Master Precise eyeliner, you can see it. And this one over here is, I think, from Sephora. This one, let me see, they don't have the expiration. Oh, this one does. This one does. It says 6 months. I don't know if you can see it right there. If you can't see it, it has like the little expiration, like the little bottle with like the lid going open. It says 6 months. I've had this longer than 6 months, so this needs to go on the trash. But you see what I'm saying? Like if you don't use it all the time, man, like maybe just don't get a product like this. Look, it's like beautiful blue eyeliner. I totally have to throw this out. Anyways, this one does not have it. Beauty brands are not, so they're not forced to have that expiration date on it, but they totally should. Anyway, so this one I have to throw out. This one I got like a few weeks ago, so this one I can still keep. But the expiration date on liquid liners is 6 months. Okay, just like it says on this little tube, it says 6 months. So if you have a liquid eyeliner every 6 months, you should be throwing it out. Okay, my suggestion is if you don't use it all the time, just have one and use it when you want to use it. After 6 months, you won't feel bad throwing it out, because it's just that one. And get a cheap one. I mean, I feel like liquid eyeliners nowadays, drugstores have really cool, really good quality eyeliners. So 6 months, garbage. Next on the list is foundation, like liquid foundation. So this one is the Superstay Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation. I just got this a month ago. And the expiration date on this is anywhere from 6 to 12 months. Nowhere on this bottle does it tell me the expiration date, okay? But I got this a month ago, so I know I could possibly have like a full year. Again, because it can grow E. coli, staph, you don't want that. So liquid foundation, 6 to 12 months. I will probably have this. I will probably throw this away before it expires, because I use this foundation almost every single day. I love it. All right, next on the list are lip glosses. So this is a beautiful lip gloss that I have, and this is an example as to why you should not be spending so much money on lip glosses. This lip gloss was expensive. I got a gift card and that's why I used it. I didn't use my own money, but this lip gloss is from NARS. It says it's a lip glide, but it's a lip gloss. Let's be honest. And this junk cost $24. It's beautiful. But $24, if I'm not going to use this every single day, I would not spend $24 on a lip gloss. It's just not happening. I don't use lip gloss every single day. So that's why I would just narrow it down to just a few that you do use all the time, and maybe one that's a little, you know, a different color for like special occasions, and just use those, okay? So lip glosses are good for 1 year. That's quite a bit, you know. I feel like I've had this for over a year, so I might have to toss it. But it hurts. Oh wait, here it says 18 months. It has like the little expiration bottle with the lid open. It says 18 months, so I'm gonna keep it a little longer. But if I spend $26, 26, 24, what did I say? I think it's 26. If I spend $26 on lip gloss and it's been 18 months, I don't want to throw it out. That's why I'm like, don't spend so much money on makeup. Just like focus on the things that like you really like and are essential and that you use every single day, fine. But like I don't use this every day, so that's why it's like, eh. Anyways, lip glosses, 1 year. Next on the list are concealers. Concealers, I do use every single day. I always carry like a high-end one and then like a cheapy drugstore everyday one. This is something that I do splurge on because I do want that coverage and I want it to last all day. So this one over here is a Tarte Shape Tape. I think this one was $24 and they raised the price to like $27, I think. Either way, it's expensive to be a concealer and I realize that, but I use it every single day, so it's all good. The expiration date on concealers is also 1 year, okay? Over here, does it tell me? Oh my word! This says that it's 6 months. Oh, there's so much product on here though that it takes me like a whole year to go through a bottle, honestly. So it says 6 months, but it's not happening. I'm not throwing this away until I'm completely done because it was so expensive. But this one, it doesn't have, thank you, Lucy. This one, it doesn't have the expiration date. Most drugstore ones don't tell you. I just realized that. It has to be like a high-end one. But yes, if you have a concealer that you love and you want to splurge on, great if you use it every single day. But if you don't, I would get like a cheapy one, honestly, because after a year, you'd have to toss it. All right, next on the list is nail polish. I love nail polish, guys, especially like these Essie ones. This is in the color, what is it called? Maximilian. That's the name of it. It's a beautiful color. I love this color. I have it on my toes now. The expiration date on these is 2 years. And you would think, oh yeah, 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a long time. No, it's not. If you spent $8 on a small little bottle, I like never want to throw it out because, Lucia, you're coming out in the video, mommy. I can't have you in the video. I have collected so many nail polishers. I have like a huge basket full of them that, yeah, and some I think I've had for over like 10 years. That's kind of scary. So I have to go through them to see, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know also when they're getting bad when they start like separating. You have like the real color in the bottom and like clear liquid stuff on top and you gotta shake it up. When it gets to that point, then yeah, you gotta toss it. But again, if it's a nail polish color that you love and you use every single day, I would splurge on it. But if it's like a funky color that you don't, I don't know. I don't know if I would like spend like $8 on nail polish. But yes, nail polish is only good for 2 years, which seems good, but I gotta go through all mine because I'm pretty sure I have tons that I need to throw out. All right, next on the list are lipsticks. All right, I have so many lipsticks. I literally have maybe over 30, maybe 40 lipsticks, guys. And a lot of them are funky colors like this. And some of them are like from MAC that cost like $17 per lipstick. And for me, they're worth it because the formula is pretty nice. And they're worth every dollar. But lipsticks are good for 2 years. And again, like nail polishes, you think, okay, I'm going to buy it. It's going to last me forever. I'm going to use it until it's done. But unless if you're using that color every single day, every single week, man, now I'm like scratching my head and I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm gonna buy any more MAC lipsticks unless they're like nudes, because I use nudes every single day. But if they're like funky colors like this, like after 2 years, you should be throwing them out, because this, like, you're putting in your lips and it's close to your mouth, and your mouth is the dirtiest part of your body is your mouth. It's disgusting, and you're putting this on your lips. And I just even think about, man, just sharing lipsticks with somebody. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. But anyways, lipsticks, 2 years. Go through your lipsticks and it's been more than 2 years. It doesn't matter if it's a beautiful, rich color. Maybe use it just one last time and then throw it in the garbage. I know. All right, next on the list are powders. So like face powders. And when I'm talking about powders, I could be talking about foundation powders. This is the MAC Studio Fix powder. I have my butter bronzer here, which is also considered a powder. What else? Blushes. Where's my blush? This is one of my favorites from Sephora. Does this one have an expiration? No, this one doesn't. I'm telling you, drugstore products do not give you expiration dates. Well, the MAC Studio Fix doesn't either. So, anyways, these powders are good for 2 years, okay? 2 years. So, I will probably go through this less than 2 years. I use this every single day. This probably as well, because I use this at least every other. This one, I love this blush, but I don't use it every single day. I'm gonna try using it a lot more, like more often now, because I love it and it would just be horrible to throw it away after 2 years. But anyways, powders, blushes, bronzers, you know, powdered foundations, maybe even just loose powders that you do like setting powders. I think these are all, they fall into that category, and it is 2 years, okay? All right, guys, and last but certainly not least are eyeshadow palettes. eyeshadow palettes nowadays, to get a really good eyeshadow palette, you gotta cough up the money. This one over here is a Tartelette Bloom eyeshadow palette. I love this. Look at this. Look how beautiful this is. This, I believe I paid like 30 something, almost 40 bucks for this. I want to say like $37 for this. I would pay that much for something like this because this I could use every single day. Okay. But like a funky one with funky colors, I'm not even sure. I would like either not buy, I would still buy one, but I wouldn't buy like a high-end one because I don't use, you know, cool like pop of color every single day. But according to my list and my research, these go alongside like the powders because it's still considered a powder. So every 2 years you should be getting rid of this. I have some that I've had for way longer, and now I'm thinking about it. I try them out and it's not as pigmented, like the color is not as pigmented, and if you have to like really scrub the top to get like the real color, it might just be expired. And this totally stinks. I said in order for you to get a really good quality eyeshadow, you gotta like spend the money, you know what I'm saying? The only company that I would say the eyeshadows are not too expensive and the quality is really good is probably Morphe. But any other like Urban Decay, Tartelette, NARS, I mean, all of these products are pretty pricey. So yeah, when it comes to eyeshadow, man, I would spend money on a high-end eyeshadow palette, but it would have to have colors that I would be able to use every single day. And I kind of have to go through a lot of my eyeshadow. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, guys, and a lot of them I've had for more than 2 years. And I know I paid, this was a long time ago when I was like working, I think I paid like $52, $54 for my Naked 3 eyeshadow palette. Let me see if I can find it. Here we go. These guys over here, oh man, I would hate to throw these out, but then I would have to like use them. Yeah, the expiration date on these is 12 months. I've had these for like 4 years. I know, but I don't want to throw them out because they were expensive. They were over 50 bucks each. Again, this is when I was working, not now. I can't afford that now. But look how beautiful these colors are. And I've used them. Some I'm hitting pan, right? I think that I've used the least this one, which is the Naked 3. Over here. You see how beautiful that is? I just don't want to throw them out because they were so expensive. So this is such a reality check for me. Oh my word. When it comes to just like makeup, I'm honestly just going to spend money on my high-end ones, the ones that I use every single day. Because if not, like that is horrible to be like, toss. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a huge YouTuber. I do not have the money to be spending so much money on these and throwing them out. But you know what? All these celebrities and stuff, like they don't even spend money on these because they get sent to them anyway. Yeah. But anyways, poor old me that actually does spend the money on getting these palettes. I will stop now. And the ones that I have that are not expired, I'm just going to keep using them. You know what? Here's an idea, and I just thought about this now. We should totally, or I'm totally going to get, you know those like round colored stickers that you put like on like, you know, your items when you're having like a garage sale and put like their price on them. I think I'm going to get those, and I'm going to put them as soon as I buy a product, put it on top of the product, and I'm going to label them. I'm going to label the date that I got them and the date that it expires. That way I know to use that product for that amount of time. And again, I'm going through this thing where I'm not buying a new product until I fully use and I'm fully done with the previous product. Like foundation, I'm not going to get a new foundation until I'm completely done with that one, unless I'm trying to do that. But I highly recommend doing that because that way you're not throwing away money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, unless the really good quality product, I do not want to be using them past their expiration date because I don't know, I don't want to put that bacteria in my face, and that could actually even lead to like having acne and like breaking out. Ugh. Anyways, so yes guys, this is such a reality check for me, going through this list and going through all my products that I have to, a lot of them I do have to throw out. So oh my word, maybe I should do a video of like me throwing away a lot of these products. I don't want to because they're so expensive, but now I know. Moving forward, now I know. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful as much as it was to me, going through my items and knowing what I have to throw away when, and all that good stuff. And I know it's something that we don't like doing or like not going through because we just love these products so much and we get like makeup crazy, we might makeup left and right, but honestly I do suggest it because you do not want to be putting all this stuff in your face, especially if you have makeup that's growing E. coli and staph. Not happening. So I highly recommend that you do that. And yeah, I think I am going to try that sticker method where I put a sticker in each of my items and I know how long they're good for so I can use them up. Like I said, it's going to limit me just getting a lot more of one product and actually just using up what I have and then being able to try something new. Alright guys, that is it. I'm sorry if this video was a little long, but it's super helpful, especially for us girls who love makeup. If you're a girl that literally just has a handful of items for your face, good for you. Because that way you know you're using them up until they're completely done, and most likely using them up before their expiration date. So I wish I could be like that. I'm not, because I just love makeup. But anyways, we can't have it all. Yeah. I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget, I accept prayer requests. Hit me up if you have any prayer requests so I can add you to our prayer list. Have an amazing day, and I will see you guys later. Bye.